Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a transfer case fluid change on a Borg-Warner 45 series transfer case. It's found in my 2015 Dodge Ram 1500. Now, pay attention to your transfer case that you have in your vehicle because they are different. Mine, being the one that is four-wheel drive lock, can take anything that's ATF4. This universal valvoline multi-vehicle transfer case fluid works. It's approved for pretty much everything because the transfer case is very simple. If you have a 44, you know that because your dial says auto four-wheel drive, you need the Mopar specific fluid. I do not. To do this job on the old school transfer case, you just need a ratchet. Recommended to have a filler, 2 quarts of fluid, a little bit of PB blaster to break them loose. Let's go underneath and see what we're looking at. Here's my transfer case. Pretty simple. We've got the fill and the drain. If you forget, they're labeled. Make sure you have a drain pan underneath. Now I'll spray a little PB blaster in here. These should have a little bit of RTV, so I'll put a little bit of RTV back on to seal it up, but it's pretty simple. Make sure I can get the fill out, pull the drain the fluid, put the drain back onto the RTV, put the fluid in the fill till it comes out the top, put the fill in, we're done. So let's get started. Spray a little PB blaster in there and let that sit for a few seconds, and then we'll break them loose. Now note, these aren't super tight, so don't make them super tight when you're putting it back in. And like this one here, we'll just pull it right loose. So I can feel it, the RTV letting loose right now. And we'll see if any fluid comes out. My truck's just perfectly level, so some may not come out. And none, so that's good. So we'll just put this one aside. I usually like to separate out my plugs, and now let's pull the drain and get some fluid out of this thing, see what it looks like. Again, all you need is a 3/8 ratchet head, and that's that. We'll see what we got coming out. Spray this pan out a little bit.
It was at this moment he knew.
Alright, she comes out pretty quick, and it looks like ATF fluid, which means I've got the right stuff. Of course, I looked it up. Now, don't do what I did. I missed. This comes out pretty quick, so I would recommend putting your pan out a little bit further. Mine is sitting right here. I would have, about another inch would have been fine. So I'll clean that up and while this is draining. Alright. Plugs are pretty much cleaned up. Just used a wire brush to clean the threads up. We'll put the drain back in. I'm going to actually end up using a little bit of ATV base gasket. I don't think this black will actually hold up with the thinner ATV, so just put a thin bead on the plug, just enough to fill the threads, thread it in. Probably about 15 foot-pounds is all you need to torque it down because they are aluminum. And that's what I'm talking about. Just fill the first couple threads. Well, it's not oozing over. Now I can just hand thread this into the drain, and then probably half turns all it's going to need for about 15 foot-pounds. Put 2 quarts in, do the same for the top. And just like that, you're done. You want just an even drip to come out. Just put a little bit more in there, just so you can see it come out. There you go. And that's about how much you put in. A little over 1.5 quarts. So prepare your fill plug and you're set. Fill plug's got RTV on the threads just like before. And I was saying earlier, you just want to hand thread this guy in. You don't want to cross thread because it's aluminum. And just until I can get it in. Now it's about as hand tight as I can get. You can see I've already stopped dripping. So let's get the 3/8 ratchet here, and we'll tighten it down. All right, so we just want to get to about 15, which you'll feel kind of hit a wall, and you're set. Clean it up, and if you're like me and you messed with your pan, you clean up your mess. So while I'm cleaning it up, don't forget to click like and subscribe to the channel if you found this useful. Thanks for watching.